Well, right now we're on West Sunset Boulevard in the Palisades area, and it is just a traffic gridlock. We see emergency crews trying to get through the traffic and just a large plume of smoke. We just got that evacuation order on our cell phones, and it seems like a lot of other people in the area did as well. So the traffic out here right now is just horrible. As you know, a lot of families are trying to evacuate. We see school buses. And again, just that big plume of smoke in the air.
So we're off of Shadow Mountain Drive. We've been watching the flames just quickly take over this home, and the winds are blowing to our right now, about 15 miles an hour is what I've been measuring, but it's really sad to see. We've been hearing these loud pops, and possibly more structures down the hill go up in flames very quickly as it spreads. A lot of residents out here have been asking us, pulling over as they evacuate, wondering where are the firefighters? We don't see any firefighters where we are. We understand that traffic in the area is a mess, but it's super tragic to see a home like this get engulfed in these flames.
Oh, how hard was it for you to come up to this neighborhood?
The traffic in the area is really bad, so we had to do some maneuvering. Even the cell reception right now is not great. That's why we're actually using Wi-Fi to do this live shot for you. But it's a mess in the area. We just need to get out here, and you can see and feel the wind blowing out. As this fire, you can tell. Yeah, you can feel the wind and the extreme heat coming off the fire. It looks like they have some sort of sprinkler system set up in the lawn here, but it doesn't appear to be working. This fire is pushing further and further down the hill right now towards Shadow Mountain Drive. Definitely a very eerie feeling. You can feel the ash getting pushed out by the fire and the heat as we're kind of backing up a little bit. But really, yeah, we're just the only ones up here. And we actually tried calling the fire department ourselves, tried calling 911, but the cell reception is so bad. The only way that we're able to talk to you right now is through Wi-Fi.
Almost 800 acres burned. And is that Matthew himself?
That is. He grabbed a garden hose, sprung into action. In his live report, he was saying that a lot of residents in the area were concerned, and as was he, that there were no fire crews in the area, yet some property damage was taking place. So he took it upon himself. He grabbed a fire hose, or a garden hose rather.
You can see this massive plume of smoke and flames. Windows are breaking, and really this home seems like it's being considered a loss because of the massive fire. And Sam, if you want to follow us to the home next to it, it looks like it was under construction, but it is now gone. We've been trying to speak with residents out here, and for the most part it seems like people have evacuated, but we did speak with someone that drove by just wondering, where are the firefighters? We did see a couple of firefighters nearby, and we've actually been even trying to help them put out some of these hot spots on homes using garden hoses. There's another house, if we can follow this direction, that's also up in flames right now. Just feel the heat coming off of that and the embers that are going up in the air with these winds that are gusted in some spots over 30 miles per hour. Firefighters just got to this home on the other side of Via Cresta that's also up in flames right now. And we have 3 firefighters here. And it looks like they're getting this fire knocked down pretty good, but about half the fire, half the home looks like it was heavily damaged by these flames. Looks like they're trying to get inside the garage right now. They're trying to get inside the garage right now just so they can get another angle of this fire. And hopefully there's no one inside. It looks like they're just trying to attack from the inside. We're off Lockman Lane up in Pacific Palisades. This is just one of 12 homes we've seen today get destroyed by these massive flames. And you can see firefighters are here trying to do their best to really put it out. This home is, at this point, you'd imagine is a total loss, but trying to keep the hot spots from flaring up and popping up more downhill. Massive amount of smoke. We're seeing fires like this kind of scattered all over what is relatively a very residential area. I do want to show you, if you can swing it this way, the firefighters actually pulled a grandfather clock out of this house, managed to save that. We rejoined you about 30 minutes ago. Firefighters were actually trying to put out the flames on this home off Lockman Lane. Since then, they've lost water pressure on the hydrant. So basically, this fire is just growing out of control. And there's at least 3 or 4 homes on this street alone that are without, trying to get water on top of the homes that are on fire. I would estimate that we've seen probably more than a dozen homes at least damaged by flames today, but it's not a good situation as the winds continue to pick up right now. Just drove right past Palisades Charter High School, and there are portions of the building up in flames right now. We're right outside the school, and see we can walk across the street. This is towards the football stadium. I believe that is the score box on fire as we're going to turn this way with all these embers flying. I do have an anemometer with me. It's measuring winds gusting to 35, 40 miles per hour with flames on the other side of the street as well. Let's see if we can push this way. And I'm actually with photojournalist Sam Dubin. You went to this high school, Sam. If you don't mind, what's this like?
It's heartbreaking. This is my alma mater. The baseball field's totally gone. Some of the buildings are gone. This house across the street's gone. This is the newer aquatic center, the Maggie Gilbert Aquatic Center. Looks okay right now. The classrooms appear okay, but it's just heartbreaking for everyone who went to this school. A lot of people have gone here over the years.
Yeah, I can't imagine just seeing that, especially as your alma mater. And we're looking at, looks like the pool right now, and then looking across the street as we're battling these winds. More buildings have burned down, and just this thick black smoke. Again, winds, it just stings because of all this debris flying around. Looking at my anemometer, gust 25 miles an hour right now, but we've seen probably close to 40. It's hard to put this into words, seeing this home up here on fire and all these other structures and even a high school. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Yeah, we were hearing earlier that the gym was impacted, and now we're seeing just utter destruction of Pali High School. We're so sorry. We know that obviously thousands of kids go there, and Sam Dubin, our photographer, is an alma mater. So as he described it, he said it was heartbreaking to see it go up in flames. The aquatic center is new. That looks like that is holding strong at this point, but as we know, that could all change in the blink of an eye. Across the street, that massive home fully engulfed in flames. And
we're still on.
The winds, obviously, as he was measuring on his own, Matthew Seedorf, at least 25 miles per hour. Matthew, you look like you're a man on a mission right now. What are you seeing? Where are you going to?
Yeah, just trying to take a look at this home. We know that a lot of people had trouble evacuating, so you're just thinking about that. And obviously just starting the new year and seeing this right now, and all these homes are destroyed. Basically, you can just see the chimney sticking out there, but just looking around, just surrounded by flames at this point. If you want to flip that way, Sam, looking back towards the high school itself, you can see more flames up the road. And when we just showed you the football stadium, and just the wind, it stings, like I was saying. Hard to put this into words, what we're experiencing and seeing out here. And just making the drive back down to where we are. We were just up the mountain, probably 10-minute drive, but there's just spot fires between here and there. So just seeing all these structures and homes and people's lives burning right now is all their belongings and stuff. It's hard to see. We're on El Medio right now, just what she was mentioning, and it is just horrible to see, just a wall of flames. I count at least 7 homes on fire on this street. We have one firefighter over here trying to do the best that he can, and we keep hearing these occasional pops from inside these homes. We have more firefighters showing up right now, but just an intense situation with this winds and the fires, and it's out of control, and it's hard to put into words just what we're seeing. But just looking down the street again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 homes. There's another one on the other side of the road that's also on fire. And this is very close to the high school as well, as more firefighters are pulling in now, and hoping they can get this to slow down. Go ahead, send it back to you.
Matthew, I know you've been moving around. Where are you at now?
Yeah, we're outside Palisades Charter High School again, kind of on the other side where the majority of the fires taking place, just so we can show it to you. It's my understanding this is the baseball field area. There's some lockers, kind of like a field house, and the school is kind of the far side looking out there, so we're not exactly sure how far the flames have spread to the school itself, but the wind is blowing that direction, and it's just hard to see beyond what you're looking at right now because of all of the smoke. Just dealing with all the smoke and the wind out here. Sam, if you want to try to flip it back this direction, just to put it in perspective, we're on the other side of the street. There's another home on fire above us on this hillside, but there's so smoke. Visibility is very low right now. We have seen some firefighters trying to do the best that they can, putting out fires on homes, but for the most part, the school, we're not seeing a lot of firefighter action where we are. We obviously know that they are pretty overwhelmed right now, given the situation, and it's just very, very scary for folks out here. Go ahead and send it back to you.
I just want to clarify, Matthew, are these the classrooms that have now caught fire? Because I know earlier it was mainly the athletic fields.
Yeah, we are still on the, we flipped sides here, but we're by the baseball field, the locker room, and I guess you could call it a field house. I know photojournalist Sam Dubin went to the school. What are we looking at right now, Sam?
So we're on Sunset Boulevard at Temescal Canyon. This is the baseball field area, and those buildings we were showing you are kind of like storage buildings. I think maybe like a dean's office. So I haven't seen the actual classrooms catch on fire, but what's incredible is this across the way. See these fires, these are homes on, I believe, Radcliffe Avenue, which the fire had to jump Temescal Canyon to get to these homes, and it's just absolutely decimated them. I mean, I never thought I would see something like this.
Yeah, to Sam's point, I mean, we've counted, I mean, we've probably lost count of the structures that we've seen burning. It's unbelievable. It's something you never expect, and this is Sam's high school, like so many other people watching. It's just hard to see.
Yeah, you know, it's a very special place. They filmed a lot of TV shows here. Modern Family was shot here. I believe the Legally Blonde movie franchise was shot here. It's the entrance to the school is very familiar to a lot of people if you watch TV and movies. A lot of history here, a lot of celebrities here. Will.i.am was the celebrity that my generation knew from this school. But yeah, a lot of history here at this high school.
All around you now, Matthew, flames.
Yeah, you can we're surrounded by flames. We keep hearing those loud bangs, like it just sounds like firecrackers just going off, bang, bang. Right now you can see the homes right near Palisades Charter High School. Several homes on fire, if not destroyed already. And then, Sam, if you want to point up to the light, just so people can see the smoke just blowing, just look how fast it's going. I mean, that's something you see. I've covered hurricanes on the coast. That's what you see with hurricanes and the rain, just all of that wind just blowing all this smoke. It's pretty remarkable to see. And Sam, if you want to walk with me outside the high school, we're going to look kind of out towards the football field. Looks like there's a structure burning over there. And we talked about just being surrounded by flames, but it's just all around the football stadium. We saw the press box on fire, and we want to see, because we've seen the other side of the high school. We saw the other side of the high school with the flames on the baseball field and the field house, the locker rooms, and this is the main entrance to the school. And just see, we did see some fire here a little while ago, and I just want to get a quick look and show you guys kind of what we're seeing at the front of the school. Yeah, you can see the flames coming in from this direction, getting closer to the school. Just definitely a scary situation. I'll go ahead and send it back to you. Yeah, you can feel that heat come behind you with that wind as the firefighters are outside Palisades Charter High School. We're actually on the campus right now. We'll follow the firefighters over here as the flames have reached campus. These are actual classrooms that we're seeing on fire. Just hard to imagine. I mean, there were students here in class today, and now you're just looking at this, and it's just hard to put into words. You can hear the firefighters yelling for more water. We saw them on the front of the school, also with their ladder out, just trying to get on top of this, but just feeling the heat, the embers blowing around. And this is what you're seeing all over Pacific Palisades. We were just driving a little bit across town. You can see just, you lose track counting the number of homes that are on fire right now. So this is just unbelievable. Looks like the firefighters are about to get some water on it, hopefully here, and prevent it from spreading to the rest of the school. But this is an intense situation, Alex and Marla. Yeah, Alex, we're right off of Radcliffe, and this is where we've seen several homes just up in flames. If we walk a little bit closer, this home right here on the corner has actually been kind of ripping and roaring near Bowdoin Street. It's so devastating to see because there's, I mean, I would guess at least just 10 homes in this general area that are on fire right now. Just out of control. We've seen firefighters, they were on this street a little while ago, but right now they're not. They're just so overwhelmed with everything that's happening. So it just kind of continues to grow to the next home. It looks like there's a roof of one home that doesn't have visible flames yet, but it's surrounded by fire. And that's kind of what happens right now. With you can hear the wind still gusting beyond 30 miles per hour. It's just devastating to see this, and you feel for everyone out here. We haven't seen any residents in our area, which is a good thing, because this is just a dangerous situation to be in. Look at this, it is absolutely out of control. We have Los Angeles County Fire Department firefighters here trying to put it out. See if we can get a little closer. The edge of this power pole on fire. Firefighters here, you see they're trying to get this hose so they can get some more water on the homes next door, trying to prevent the fire from spreading. Look at all these embers shooting up in the air. We have those winds still gusting 20, 30 miles per hour right now, and they're landing on the roofs of these other homes nearby. We've actually seen firefighters going down here, knocking on doors, and no one's home. They're busting in, trying to keep everything out. Might be able to see some light up there. Looks like there might be some more flames getting inside of this house nearby, but look at all these embers. Just unbelievable, and you can feel the heat and hear these pops as it lights this tree on fire. And this is what we've really been seeing all over Palisades. This fire continues to spread, unfortunately destroying these homes, and these firefighters are doing the best they can, but really just overwhelmed right now. Unbelievable. Just look around. I mean, everything is burned, basically. You look at these houses, you think about the holidays that we just experienced, New Year's, and now just this. I was also just reflecting, just 24 hours ago, we were coming out here to cover this fire and thinking back to the evacuations, the gridlock, the traffic, the rush to get out, and no one knew that this was what we were going to be experiencing, what we'd be looking at just 24 hours later. It's hard to describe, and we'll try to show you what we're looking at out here. Just these homes burned to the ground. Essentially all that's left is anything that was brick or concrete, like we're looking at chimneys, and clearly firefighters tried their best to put it out. You can see fire or water all over the ground, and then the extreme heat just very noticeable when you look at these burned up cars right out front. And then we're going to cross PCH right now, and typically, you know, these are really nice waterfront, beachfront homes near Malibu, Pacific Palisades, and now they're gone, and you can just see the ocean. You hear the waves on the beach, and just not your typical view. And then all of these homes essentially are gone. Up and down here, we have seen firefighters trying to salvage homes like this that might be up in flames right now, still actively fighting those fires. But it's a tough situation out here. Emergency vehicles still up and down PCH, and people that live in the area possibly evacuating or going to look at what they can. But yeah, it's hard to describe exactly the devastation that we're seeing because it is everywhere. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Matthew, I want to get your perspective on this because you covered a lot of natural disasters in Houston, hurricanes, tropical storms. And this, I don't know how many wildfires you've covered so far, but we've gotten perspectives from Gigi, who's covered many, and obviously Bob DeCastro as well. But this is really your moment that you were in the thick of it here in Southern California. Could you give us your perspective on covering something like this compared to what you've seen in the past?
I think the impacts are, you know, when you cover hurricanes, it's more spotty, depending, definitely tornado, spotty damage. The fire, I mean, this fire in particular, seems like it just damaged or destroyed everything in its path. And like I was saying earlier, if the ocean wasn't here, it probably would have destroyed more. But thinking back to last night when we were out here, just the winds, I mean, it was reminiscent of covering a hurricane. You could see the smoke and the flames and the embers blowing and the lights. It looked like rain on the beach, with a major hurricane coming down. So it is comparable but different at the same time. Obviously the air quality much worse right now than anything I've experienced. Just the smell in the air, it's not good. Outside the Methodist church, it is up in flames. So sad to see. This looks like it was the actual church itself. The pews, everything are gone. Flames actively destroying the rest of the building next to it. Firefighters continuing to battle the flames up and down this area. You hear that big boom there. And if you look further down the street out to our right here, you can see other businesses on fire as well. Big billows of black smoke filling the air, and all these spot fires kicking up. If you look back in the church over here, just more flames. Just devastating to see all this, the inside of the church through that door. You can hear the glass breaking. You got a feel for all these people. And then all this next to a neighborhood where almost every home is destroyed. The damage out here is really unfathomable, and it continues with this wind that's just relentless. It's not giving up and keeps pushing those embers onto more and more structures. All of these homes, we're down by the beach right now. This is typically very nice oceanfront property, and you can see just home after home after home up and down. PCH is destroyed, still smoldering in the smoke. And now if you want to flip it this direction, it just keeps going like this. This looks like it was a really nice house. It looks like possibly the washer and dryer there, and flames still going. And it's like this all the way down PCH right now, unfortunately. We see firefighters out here still battling the flames closer to Malibu. Looks like obviously this area is a total loss, and just the amount of homes that are destroyed in this area and just buildings and businesses, it's remarkable. I don't even know, I can't even put a number on it because it probably wouldn't do it justice, but you can still see some more properties down there smoking, and then all the power lines on top of what is just burned up rubble of what's left over from these homes. Just the devastation out here, hard to put into words as we're getting a grasp on it now in daylight. We're still seeing those fires kick up. Look at this massive fire starting at this home. Power lines on fire. It is just destroyed. And look, here comes the fire department right now. We're also seeing other fires popping up at other homes down the street. Look at that. The fire department is so overwhelmed, they just drove right by while this home is engulfed in flames. And we can see the embers still flying in the air with these big 30, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. I don't know if you can see this power pole over there, Al, but looking up in the trees, it's starting to catch on fire, and this is why the fire is still continuing to spread even today, 24 hours after it started. The devastation, just hard to put into words. It looks like there's other homes that are destroyed further down. But look at this. I mean, this was a beautiful house at one point, and right now it is just whipping up in flames. You can feel the heat and hear the cracking and the popping. Wow.